Do you ever scroll through fake book, and see people posting their perfect lives while you're just sitting there in your sweatpants, eating Doritos, and wondering why you hate everyone? Yeah, me too. Today we're going to talk about the social media illusion. Why does it trigger us so much? Why do we keep falling for it? And how do we stay sane in a world where everyone is pretending like their life is some kind of Hallmark movie? I am in my pajamas. I am having my first cup of coffee, and it hit me. I need to do an episode about this because this is real and raw, guys. I have been dealing with a little bit of triggering things that have bothered me when I've been on social media. And I thought, God, it can't just be me. Other people have to feel like this too. Everyone does. I know everyone does because we make jokes about it. There's memes about it. And when I get together with my friends, we talk about it. We'd have somebody that would come in, whether it was somebody we worked with, customers, and if somebody else that we knew was friends with them on social media, they would come in and be like, "Oh my God, did you see so and so's Facebook today?" "No, why? What?" And it would be something about her and her husband being on vacation and how happy they are and all this, when she was just in getting her hair done or buying product and saying that she wanted to kill him and wished he were dead and that she thought he was cheating on her. It's just stuff like that. And it's so annoying. And we can go down such a deep, dark rabbit hole about it. Like, let's find out how their lives are worse than mine. Why do we do that? What is it about social media that just brings out this beast in us that makes us want to look up people and see if they're fat? I think it's like when people would normally go to reunions, which I heard now is kind of a thing of the past. People still go to reunions, don't get me wrong, but not as many because they can see it all on Facebook. And maybe they already got the preview and know that people are doing better than them or looking better than them, or they don't want to be around everybody and see the fakeness of it. That is excruciating to be around. Being around people that you haven't seen in forever and you're doing all the stupid small talk. And then they're saying, "Oh, we go here, we travel there. Jerry is doing so well in his job." And, you have to keep yourself from your eyes rolling to the back of your head. Okay, so where is this stemming from? Here we go. Real and raw. All right. So I was on Instagram and I was scrolling along, minding my own business, and I saw something that definitely triggered me. And if you think this is about you, it's not. I assure you, it's not. This is a very random person that I do not interact with on the daily at all. And so it struck me on how it struck me. I couldn't believe that it was getting to me the way that it was, but it did. Why? Why does this happen? What's wrong with me? What is wrong with how I am living, what I am doing, how I look, that I would see somebody and it would make all these feelings come up? Like, where are these feelings coming from? Are they coming from when I was in grade school? Because I'm not kidding. 12 and 13-year-old girls are horrible people. Sorry if you have a 12 and 13-year-old child and you think that they are an angel. They're probably not when they go to school, because those are the biggest bullies. Like, they are worse than adults. They're awful. And I remember days of going to school and not wanting to go to school because these girls would, the up and down looks and what are you wearing? And we wore school uniforms. The only way you could express yourself was with your tennis shoes and your coat and maybe how you did your hair. And I wore my hair like a boy. I cut it as short as I could. I don't know why. I didn't like messing with it. And I still don't. And I'm a hairstylist. I did not want to mess with my hair. I wasn't into all that. I wasn't into the boys thing in grade school. I was in sports and yeah, it just didn't matter to me. But there were the girly girls that it did matter to. And, it takes one, just one of those girls to start talking bad or making comments and they all turn. So those feelings, yeah, they probably got shoved way down somewhere and I thought they were gone. And then I start scrolling through social media and there it is. Just things that just trigger me like, oh, wow, they got together and did such and such. They look really good. Or looks like they've got a lot of money. Whatever. I don't know why we do it. Who cares? It makes you just want to throw your phone out the window and just be like, why am I even taking the time? Why am I taking the time? So I saw this really cool idea. If you get nothing else out of this, do this. Instead of doom scrolling or getting on your phone, iPad, whatever you're doing, and scrolling and looking at random strangers or celebrities or people you used to know and seeing what they're wearing and making it make you feel a certain way, go look at your photos and do a gratitude scroll. Start scrolling through and looking at pictures from, okay, like here's an example. In the end of February, first week in March, I had my appendix burst. Okay, that's not a great thing, but I have a memory of being in the hospital and I had a picture of me and my granddaughter, and then I had pictures of me being at home recovering, and I recovered. Like, I could look back on that and be so grateful that it didn't rupture and I didn't end up, septic or whatever happens and then die or be really sick or be in the hospital for months or whatever. Looking back on pictures of gatherings, look at all the people around. Look at all your family and your friends that are around. Your blessings, the things that you should be grateful for. Not what the Joneses have. That was the saying when I was growing up, keeping up with the Joneses. And that was such a toxic thing because whether you could financially afford it or not, the Joneses were the neighbors that just got the brand new TV or the brand new car. We'll say brand new car. And maybe your family couldn't afford a car like that, but the pressure to keep up would make you go out and your parents, whatever, go out and get a car just as nice, if not nicer, so that you could keep up with them. And maybe it didn't even fit in the garage. Maybe it just wasn't practical. Maybe then you had to go without normal day-to-day things because you're having to pay these car payments. It makes no sense. And we all do it, obviously. I'm talking about it. But think about it like this, okay? Are you ready? You are sitting in your sweatpants on your couch, eating cookies, comparing yourself to somebody who has curated, orchestrated, made this video, reel, picture perfect for everyone to see online. They have made sure their hair's perfect, made sure their dog looks perfect, their family looks perfect, in a perfect little setting, on a perfect little vacation. It's intentional. You're comparing your current situation, sitting on the couch in your pajamas, to a picture that is pretend. Don't do that to yourself. Do not do that to yourself. That's the loud and clear message I want to make sure I get across. The comparison trap is just an illusion. You're not comparing real life to real life. We're comparing our Tuesday night in pajamas to someone's beach vacation filtered highlight reel. It's like an illusion. It's an illusion. And we feed into it every single day. And if you, yes, I'm talking to you, if you are the person that is making these types of reels, pictures, content, and putting it out there to be seen a certain way, and every time you get a like, you get the dopamine hit, it's like digital crack. It's like you need more. Okay, then the next picture's got to be even better. What you are doing is creating this storm for yourself, and there's no winning. There's no end, because there's always going to be somebody else out there that has a better illusion. We want to be seen. That is a human need. We all want to be part of a group. We all want to be considered. But on social media, you are performing for people that you don't even like. You're performing for people that you may not even know. Your information, your pictures, your face, whatever you're putting out there, is going out to not only your grandma, but also to a girl you worked with 10 years ago that you didn't like, and to a stranger that might be living in their mom's basement. So think about that. Think about who you are sending out these photos, videos to. Who's seeing them? We think that we're connected, but we're actually lonelier because everyone's so busy curating this fake happiness. Nobody wants to admit when they're struggling. Nobody wants to admit that things are hard. And that's not the time to do it. Don't do it on the internet. If you're struggling, admit it to yourself and spend some time away from your devices. Spend some time away from people and be with yourself. Think about all that you have to be so grateful for. Look around. Are you in a warm bed? Do you have a roof over your head? Do you have clothes on? Do you have clothes on? You probably don't hear that much on a podcast. Just your health. Maybe your health is not what you want it to be. Go make it better if you can. If you have the power, go make it better. Don't sit there and compare an illusion to your life. People, they get paid. Influencers get paid to make their lives look a certain way, to make you want to buy the shirt they're wearing so that you can feel what? I've done it. I know. I'm not judging. We watch, oh my gosh, I watch these makeup videos and skincare videos and clothing videos. And it's like, oh my gosh, that looks cute. She makes it just look so effortless. If I have that shirt on, maybe I'll have more money in the bank. Maybe I'll actually live like her. No. Like, seriously, laugh at yourself about it, because it's just not true. It's all an illusion. And it's time that we wake up from it. All of us. I felt so poorly about myself for getting to that level of disgust or just pettiness. It was petty the way I was feeling. And I thought, what am I doing? Why am I spending my time watching people that I don't really know or like? I don't know them enough to not like them. And letting them ruin my day. It makes no sense. If someone's post makes you feel like your life sucks, mute them. You don't have to block anybody, but you don't have to see them as frequently, or you can just delete that account that you follow. Maybe you follow somebody that can afford some really cool clothes and you can't. Well, if every time you see their video, it's a constant reminder that you don't have what they have and you'll never have it or you can't afford it, just delete it. You don't enjoy their content. Their content makes you miserable. Get rid of it. You don't owe anyone your mental peace. That's yours. If you know your ex-husband's wife or your cousin Becky or the perfect mom blogger and that gets under your skin, just stop looking at their profiles like it's your part-time job. Just stop doing it. Don't spend your time and energy on things that make you feel like crap. Every perfect picture that you see out there has at least 50 rejected versions. You know what I'm talking about. When you take a selfie, that one's terrible. Ooh, look at my hair in that one. Oh no, look at that. The camera needs to be like this. Oh, the lighting. Okay, if it's just me, then it's just me and that's embarrassing. But I would bet a lot of money on the fact that when you post anything, you have taken multiple pictures of that same post and hated it. So if you're posting to get validation, just pause for a minute. If you're posting because it genuinely makes you happy and it's something that you really want to share because it's a happy post, send away. Do it. Because if you're happy about that, you don't need the validation. You don't need anybody to like it. You don't need anybody to give you a thumbs up. You like it. It makes you happy. But if you're just putting it out there just so that you can get the likes and feel validated, don't send it. Don't post it. Just don't. It's the wrong reasons. If you find yourself in the mental space where you're feeling really down and you see yourself scrolling, stop. Literally stop. Go outside. Go do a load of laundry. Go play some music. Get out of the scroll hole and remember the real world out there. There are no filters, no fake captions. There are trees and squirrels and people out there that might want to be your friend and opportunities. Take up a hobby. Learn to paint. Take up an instrument. There's so many more beneficial things that you could do for your brain and your heart than to watch other people's lives. It's not good for you. I love social media for staying connected. But when it starts to make me, you, whoever, feel less than, that is not connection anymore. That's comparison. And the truth is nobody's life is perfect. We're all just out here trying our best, hopefully, and sitting there trying to find the best lighting and the best angle and the least offensive pose just for Susie that you went to high school with to see it. Who knows if she ever will? And if she does, she may not care. Think about who you're showing your life to. I'm going to try and find an expert to come on and talk about this because I find the whole thing fascinating. It's more than FOMO, fear of missing out. I want to get into the whole psychology of it. What is it about us that, is it because of social media? Or is it something that's been in us, programmed in us for millennia, forever and ever and ever? I want to know why. Why are we the way that we are? Anyway, I thought it was important for me to post this. I thought this was important for me to get this out there because I woke up and I was like, you know what? if that made me feel like crap, I'm sure it makes other people feel like crap too. And so I thought, you know what? I'll do a little pop-up episode. And honestly, I have been listening to more podcasts. I listened to them before, but I have been listening to more of them. And I really like the ones where the person is talking to, quote, me, because I feel like it's personal. And I really like that. So I might do more episodes like that. I have done them before when I talked about my sobriety and fear of rejection. I've done random episodes where it's just me, but I don't know. Now that I've heard episodes like that and just hearing the person talk, real talk, I really like it. So I hope this helped you. Again, if you get nothing else out of it, go do a gratitude scroll and look at your own life in pictures. And just be grateful for everything that you have. Don't worry about what anybody else has. It doesn't fill your bank account. It doesn't fill your closet. It doesn't change the way you look. All it does is make you feel bad about yourself. If you're watching things on the internet that make you happy, keep looking. If it makes you feel any other way, get rid of it. All right. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you so much for listening. If you have any suggestions or anything you'd like to reach out, dawnversations@gmail.com. Thanks a lot. Bye.